Hi everyone, welcome to another manga haul video. This is Amber here. So, funny story, I actually recorded this about 2 weeks ago, and as I was getting ready to finish, I realized that one of my volumes of one of the series I picked up totally disappeared on me. So that's why this is so delayed, even though we're already into April when this video will release. I've also started another job that is a lot more time consuming. So it's really been kind of hectic, and I am really pushing to get my novel published. So a lot of time has been going into editing the novel and doing all this stuff. So it's been a little bit difficult to find the time to videotape this, but I finally have. So thank you for the wait. I've actually this day have just gone ahead and decided to kind of do as much videoing as I can in hopes that I will be able to semi-regularly release, because I know, or I believe, a lot of people like watching these videos. So I will really try my best, and then hopefully soon be able to find somewhere else to record these videos and possibly get better equipment. So again, I apologize for the delay. It really wasn't my intention, but without further ado, I bought a ton of manga in the later section of the month of March. So here we go. So as I've done before, I decided to just go ahead and start by publishers. I've quite a lot in some of these ones, but the first thing I got was from Yum Press. I have volume 10 of Bungo Stray Dogs. Actually, the new season of Bungo is coming out, so I'm pretty excited for that. Bungo Stray Dogs is probably rising up on my favorite list. I really love Atagawa. So that's what's really keeping me. You know, it has that type of comedy and stuff, and I really just have to find a character that I like in a series, and I am more than willing to stay around and read a whole series and collect a whole series if it just means that I'm able to see the character that I like. In this case, Atagawa is really the thing that really pushes me to want to read Bungo, even though this volume was a little lackluster in terms of how much Atagawa there was and stuff, but this actual volume kind of felt like a filler to me. It didn't really feel until like the later part that it was really pushing the story, and just kind of felt like a filler. So that's this volume. So the next volume I have is probably one of the longer series that I have to wait for, except for this year. I believe there's another volume coming out towards the end. Really, the main reason I originally picked up this series was due to the duo who's working on this. So I have volume 5 of Smoke and Parade. As you can tell, no plastic wrap on it. I've already read it. So this is the same duo that does Dead Man Wonderland, if I'm not mistaken. It does have the parental advisory, whatever stuff. The only reason I've really found is mainly violence. I do find that they step up the violence a bit more from Dead Man Wonderland, and language. Besides that, I mean, there was maybe one volume that I really feel like it could have gotten the explicit a little bit more, but overall, this is probably another one of my kind of top stories that I like to read. It's like in between. Dead Man Wonderland holds a really special place in my heart because it has my favorite, is my waifu, Shiro. So this one also, I think, just because it's a duo and that nostalgic feeling, pretty high up there for me. I really enjoy it. This character on the cover, I cannot say your name, is steadily becoming a favorite from mine just from this volume alone. Trying to think. I can flip through this because I already read it, and I don't think there's too much in terms of anything that's really... The violence is definitely a step up on this one, but it has really that Dead Man Wonderland kind of vibe feel. I'm not the best at explaining this, But there's basically these things that are called spiders, and the people that kind of like fight the spiders, they all have like body parts that are made out of metal and weapons, so pretty interesting. But I actually really like this, and I'd probably recommend it. I think that one thing that's really compelling to me is I kind of like screwed up and messed up characters, and they definitely have that in the story. The main character is pretty messed up, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, especially this volume. The last volume, volume 4, and this one definitely made you really question the main character, and I only feel like it's gonna get worse. So, but there's that. So, now going into the purchases I got from 7 Seas. I have been slowly trying to pick this up. I actually watched the anime half of it first. I ended up not completing the anime. Have been seeing the releases with the manga, and then finally picked up the manga back in December. I picked up a few volumes, and now I'm just steadily trying to catch up on it, because it is kind of the more expensive volume price. Not as expensive as maybe Yum Press, but still, volumes are typically running $13. So I have volume 4. Make sure I can get in the frame. Volume 5. And volume 6 of the Ancient Magus Bride. Like I said, I watched this one first at the anime, then have started reading the manga. A lot of things I've heard is that the manga is far superior to the anime, which, to be honest, in most cases, that is completely normal. I've actually read all these volumes, so I'm just kind of waiting to slowly kind of pick up. The majority of this later portion of the month was actually spent towards collecting and kind of getting up to release date onto other series. So I haven't had too much time to kind of sit back and slowly kind of pick up the volumes. And then I'm usually, like, I always like to get the new releases on the day they release. So that's why this one I'm just slowly picking up. I've enjoyed it. I really like the relationship between Elias and then Chise. So not too much to say. And if you like fantasy, really thought out worlds with a lot of folklore and stuff, it's a really good series, and I'd recommend it. So there's that. So now moving on to Jojo Beach. I originally didn't think I would spend so much time trying to collect this, but I ended up reading the volumes that I actually just recently bought, and I couldn't not pick up the rest of them. So I basically bought one of them and then went out and turned around and bought the rest of them. So now I'm up to English release on this. So I have volume 13, 14, 15, and then I have volume 16 of Yana of the Dawn. So Yana of the Dawn has a lot of things that I really like because I'm a big fan of dragons and type of that story. And I feel like originally Yana of the Dawn was maybe not my favorite thing to read because I was in that kind of period where I'd already watched the anime multiple times. I think I've watched it like 2 or 3 times. And so then I was reading the manga, and then it was like really similar for the most part to the anime, so I was kind of bored with it because I'd seen Yana of the Dawn so many times. And then I got past that period of the anime part and then got to the new stuff for me, and that's kind of what really hooked me. My favorite character definitely has to be a hawk. Definitely. There's definitely some other characters, like all the dragons are really good. But, yeah, it's starting to get good. I've kind of been following the releases online. I've said this before. If there's a series that I follow online, like follow the release chapters, I always still buy the physical version, even though if I read it online, I'm basically rereading everything again. I did that with stories like Tokyo Ghoul Re, this one, and there's been a few other like Noragami. I'll follow the release of chapters online and then still always buy the physical volumes. To me, even though I read them online, I still want to show the support that these stories deserve. So, Yana of the Dawn is definitely getting good once you get past kind of the first couple volumes, because Yana is definitely becoming a lot stronger, and that's one thing I do appreciate now that I'm in the later volumes in the series, is that so many stories seem to just have the weak character in the beginning, and then maybe like 2 volumes later, it's like all of a sudden, wow, they're not that weak anymore, and they've got all this, and everything's figured out for them, and it's so easy, and they don't have to worry about anything. But this series definitely doesn't do that, because even though we're on like volume 16 and stuff, Yana still has problems. She still has all this stuff that she has to figure out, and she still needs to get stronger. So I can really appreciate the fact that they just didn't like all of a sudden advance her so fast just to be able to kind of like, I don't know, make her so godlike. I don't know how to say it. But that's that. So the last series I got, which I got quite a lot of volumes on this one because I wanted to completely get up to date with it before the anime releases later this month. This is the one that I was filming and got to this point prior, and then all of a sudden I had like an oh crap moment and realized my volume was gone, my volume 23. And so I was about to actually go out and rebuy volume 23 because I could not find it, and then suddenly it magically appeared. I don't understand, but it saved me having to go out and buy it again. So I have volumes 18, 19, 20. Then I have volumes 21, 22, 23, the cursed little thing that disappeared. I have volumes 24, 25, and 26. And even though by the time this video will probably be released, I've already picked up the more recent volume, which is volume 27, but I've decided to keep that until the April manga haul. So I don't think there's much that needs to be said about Attack on Titan. I definitely was not expecting, as I got all of the rest of the volumes to catch up, that we were really going to swing towards the whole different societies and Marley and stuff like that. Like, that was kind of surprising to me because I wasn't expecting that. But I got one of the volumes and then was like, because I thought I would just slowly kind of pick it up every time. I would just grab a volume and that would be that. And then I got one of them and then I had to get the next 3. And then I read the 3 volumes in one day and then I had to get all the rest. So, but the good thing is now that I'm up to date, so I don't have to worry about that, and I've read everything. Attack on Titan is one of these series that I also follow online, so I read all the new releases, and then still buy the physical volumes. The recent chapter, so not the one that just got released, but the prior one, by the time I make this. My favorite character is Levi in this story. I haven't showed it before, but I do have figures of Levi and do plan to get some more. So Levi is definitely my favorite character out of the story. And some of the recent chapters, I'm a little worried. I was hoping the newer one that just got released would kind of clear up some things that might have happened, but it hasn't. So I'm really hoping someone is not hurt, because it hasn't quite sunken in that it could be a true possibility, because I'm not letting it. I still have faith that he's going to be fine. So that's all I'll say about that. But Attack on Titan's great. Can't wait to see the part 2 of season 3, I think's what they're calling it, not season 4. A little confused about that. But I definitely cannot wait to watch it, because we're going to get some pretty awesome scenes with, Levi versus Beast Titan, things like that. I'm like, honestly, so excited to see all that. And the music, Attack on Titan, I don't think anybody can deny this, has an amazing soundtrack, and I listen to it all the time. In fact, I also play it on the piano, so definitely really love Attack on Titan. But now I just have to wait and see what happens in these next couple of chapters, because we are slowly nearing the end of Attack on Titan, so it's going to be super interesting to see how it actually wraps up. I'm really hoping that there's not too many loose ends and the series isn't rushed, because it would really be a shame to rush the series just to finish it. I think that's one of the downfalls of a story like Tokyo Ghoul Re towards the later volumes. I felt that that was very rushed and just didn't let the story kind of finish out how it should have been and really let the story become like what it's supposed to be. So I'm really hoping Attack on Titan doesn't kind of follow that similar route of being super, super rushed to kind of just finish really quick or by that chapter release. So it will be interesting. So that's it for the end of March haul. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. And thanks again for all of your support. I think by this time this comes out, I think I have over 100 subscribers. So I'm planning on doing a video for that. So if anybody has any questions or anything they'd like to know, just let me know and I'll try and answer them for that. But thank you again, and I'm sorry for the long wait. Please like and subscribe if you like the video, and I'll see you next time.